For years, anticipation around a next-generation Apple TV has been building. And yes, 2025 was a letdown for many. We expected a bold new streaming device that would reinvent the living room and push the boundaries of performance, AI, and seamless integration across the Apple ecosystem. Instead, Apple stayed quiet. The current Apple TV remains capable, but in a world where technology moves at breakneck speed, standing still is almost the same as falling behind. Here's the twist. The silence wasn't abandonment. It was strategy. Rather than ship a minor refresh, Apple appears to be aligning hardware, software, and AI into a single future-proof leap. The goal is no longer to sell just a streaming box. The ambition is to build the central hub of the modern smart home. Why no new Apple TV in 2025? One word. Intelligence. Apple's delay lines up with the company's broader Apple Intelligence Vision on-device AI that spans iPhone, iPad, Mac, and now Apple TV. The current Apple TV runs on the A15 Bionic, a fantastic chip for streaming and casual gaming, but not the right foundation for heavy on-device AI. If Apple had shipped a minor spec bump in 2025, the device would have felt dated as soon as full Apple Intelligence features rolled out. To deliver personalized recommendations, device-level voice recognition, local command processing, and intelligent automation across the home, Apple needs far more horsepower, so the company chose to wait and do it right. The result, a device designed to be relevant for the next 5 years. Not just the next season. A 1.7 Pro at the core, a huge leap in performance at the heart of the next Apple TV is a major silicon upgrade, the A17 Pro, built on a cutting-edge 3 nanometers process. This architecture tuned for efficiency and serious compute unlocks 3 key advantages. On-device AI, a powerful neural engine enables fast, private, low-latency AI processing ideal for Siri, recommendations, and smart home automation. Next-level graphics, hardware accelerated ray tracing and advanced GPU features bring console-class visuals into the living room. Cool and quiet. Efficiency is everything in a compact, fanless form factor. The A17 Pro can sustain high performance without throttling, reports suggest. Apple may use a slightly modified A17 Pro variant potentially with one fewer GPU core to balance thermals and costs while preserving the performance headroom needed for AI, gaming, and high bitrate media. On-device AI that actually feels smart. Apple Intelligence is designed to run locally, keeping sensitive data on your device while making your home feel responsive and personal. On Apple TV, that could translate to personalized viewing suggestions based on your household's profiles and habits without constantly pinging the cloud, device-level voice recognition so Siri knows who's speaking and can tailor responses accordingly. Local command processing for faster, more reliable smart home routines. Lights, locks, climate, cameras triggered instantly. Even when the internet WOBBLES. Contextual Siri responses that understand what you're watching, who is at home, and the time of day. The outcome is speed, privacy, and a living room that anticipates what you want instead of merely reacting. Console-level gaming comes to Apple TV for years. Apple Arcade has been a playground for casual and indie titles. But with a 17 Pro, Apple TV may finally punch into console-grade territory. Hardware-accelerated ray tracing delivers realistic lighting, reflections, and shadows. Metal FX upscaling boosts frame rates and fidelity, making big-screen gaming feel fluid and premium. Proven performance. We've already seen visually intensive titles like Resident Evil Village and Assassins Creed Mirage run natively on iPhone 15 Pro. Scale that to a 65-inch 4K or even 8,000 TV. And it's a different game altogether. Full controller support for PlayStation and Xbox pads means plug-and-play comfort from the couch. And that's just local gaming. With the right networking, Apple TV also becomes a stellar cloud gaming node. Services like Xbox Cloud Gaming or GeForce Now could benefit from low latency, high throughput, and fast local rendering, blurring the line between console and streaming. Smarter connectivity, Wi-Fi 7, Thread, Matter, and a rumored N1 chip performance is only half the story. The next Apple TV is also poised to be a networking and smart home heavyweight. Wi-Fi 7. Expect ultra-fast, ultra-stable wireless for 4K, 8K streaming, cloud gaming, and low-latency device communication. Thread plus Matter. With these universal smart home standards, lights, locks, cameras, and sensors speak the same language reliably and securely. The rumored N1 chip. Reports point to a dedicated networking brain optimized for Wi-Fi 7 and ultra-low latency local communication. That means faster device-to-device control, snappier automations, and robust performance in busy homes. With Apple TV as the central brain, your smart home becomes faster, more reliable, and more private because more happens locally and less depends on distant servers. Home theater upgrades for enthusiasts. Apple isn't forgetting the AV purists. Expect serious attention to audio and video. HDMI audio pass-through, long requested. This would allow bitstream output to AV receivers, so high-end systems can decode lossless and object-based formats, directly unlocking pristine cinema-grade sound, Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos, support for the latest standards, with potential enhancements for dynamic metadata, HDR tone mapping, and spatial audio, 4K today, Eye on 8K, with advanced decoding and upscaling. The next Apple TV aims to deliver beautifully crisp video now and be ready for what's next. Better EARC arc behavior, cleaner routing to HomePods or EVRs could simplify even complex setups. The result: a device built not just for streaming shows, but for center stage home theater. The Smart Home Nerve Center. Imagine a living room hub that does more than launch apps. Live camera feeds with on-device subject recognition for faster notifications and smarter automations, presence detection, and personalized scenes triggered by who walks in. Not just a schedule, faster automations that work even during internet outages thanks to local processing. A unified home view that makes controlling devices frictionless by voice, remote, or phone. This is where Apple TV becomes the glue of your home, bridging entertainment, automation, security, and personalization. Software synergy. tvOS plus Apple Intelligence. Expect tvOS to evolve alongside Apple Intelligence. Smarter multi-user profiles, driven by local recognition and context. Unified search and recommendations that blend apps and subscriptions without the typical clutter. Deeper continuity with iPhone, iPad, Mac, and even HomePod themed handoff for media. Shared controls and ambient information displays when idle. Release window and pricing. Current leaks and insider chatter point to a spring 2026 launch, likely timed with a broader smart home refresh that may include a new HomePod with a display. If Apple ships both together, the message is clear. The living room is becoming a true Apple Intelligence hub. Despite the upgrades, pricing is rumored to stay competitive. Base model, around $130. Higher end variant with Ethernet and or larger storage, roughly $150, $160. That's striking value considering the A17 Pro's capabilities and the device's role as a unified home platform. Who should upgrade? Owners of older models, HD or early 4K. Expect a transformative jump in speed, visuals, audio, AI features, and smart home reliability. Gamers, if you've wanted console-class experiences without console-class prices, this is the most compelling Apple TV yet. Smart home builders with Thread, Matter, and local processing. Apple TV becomes a rock-solid backbone for your devices. Home theater enthusiasts, if HDMI pass-through and top-tier Dolby support arrive as expected, The new model belongs at the center of your setup.